used them for the video. That wasn't my actual band, but you know, those guys, you know, they came in, they stood in, because my guys, you know, they was actually out, and I came into town just to shoot the video, and I used a local band that was down in the Carolinas to shoot it, you know.
Okay. You know, still showing that Carolina love, you know, that Carolina sound. Are you a Tar Heel fan or what?
Hey man, I won't disclose that information. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be anybody that loves me. The team that I support, you know what I mean? But I'm Carolina all the way, man.
Okay, so at least I know you watch sports, you know. But,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but you know, shout outs to Monroe, North Carolina, because you know that's where he came from, and you know,
Monroe.
And that look at him now, you know. And shout out to the entire North Carolina, Fayetteville, Jacksonville, you know, Raleigh, Charlotte, you know.
Charlotte, that's right. You know, I got a AKA they call me Mr. Monroe as well. You know, you say that I'm self-proclaimed, you know, as well as, you know, the Prince of Soul, you know what I mean? I didn't proclaim myself there, but I just embraced it. But Mr. Monroe, that's my thing. That's where I come from. I represent it. And no matter where I go, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So big shout out to Monroe.
Definitely. In Monroe, like, do they love like soul music? Like a lot of people love soul music just as you got love for it, or what?
I mean, yeah, they just love, you know, they love music. You know, down there where I come from, man. Soul music. You know, they love that. They love that. I mean, you know, that's our roots. That's where we come from. Me, Kay, and JoJo, all of us, man. That's inbred, man. So everybody that they grow up on that stuff, man. So
I mean, how was it?
Appreciation for it.
How was it working with Casey and JoJo? Like at the times that you worked with them?
I mean, man, they're the family, man. So I mean, you know, it's just like, hey, you know, being one of your homeboys, one of your guys, you know, one of your family members, you know. We don't take it like most people do it. Like, you know, we like, oh man, we freaked out about it. I mean, that's what we do. We grew up doing it together, so you know, it was good to come together and do it. We've done a number of things together, man. The world just haven't heard it as far as recording and stuff, but you know, it's just another day in the life, you know.
Yeah, I believe you too, man. Like if I was with my brother, you know, we roll together, we do things together, you know. So it is what it is. It's a Monroe, North Carolina thing, I guess, you know.
Oh, it's no doubt.
So, do your band has a name or what?
Yeah, man. Well, my band, they just we try to classify them on one way or the other. They, you know, they was out at one point doing their own things, you know, out there. But now, you know, they just, you know, they're my band, man. So, you know, that's what they are, you know.
That's what's up, you know, one love. Okay, so there was another song I was listening to, and I wanted to know who's that lady singing on that song, if I can.
Oh, that was this young lady she's from California, man. Tavia. She's a great singer, man. You know, I was out there. I was working on my, I think it was my fourth album out there with Hollywood Records. Actually, it was my second album with them, but it was not actually the third album of Country Boy 235. And then, you know, that particular album, the third album, but it never came out. So when I was in the studio creating, you know, we met through one of my longtime friends, James Gordon out there, man. He's a, you know, producer, he's down with Nas and all that stuff. And so he brought us to the studio, and I was in the studio writing that song, and you know, and he told me wanted me to hear her sing, man. And I heard she sung something for me, and I was like, whoa, let's just get on this record. Mm-hmm. She did, man, and she's awesome, man. I don't know if she ever put anything out or whatever really happened to her, because, you know, we stayed in touch for a little while. So that was back in 2005 when we was working on that project. We got, you know, when I left Hollywood, I could kind of shelve that album. So she is a great talent.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I mean, I agree with you, man. She caught my attention off rip, and I was like, man, she's beautiful. Tell you.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, just the vocals is beautiful. Excuse me, I'm saying, man, she's beautiful. Like I've seen her, but the vocals was beautiful, though. You know, and that was an incredible song. So, you know.
Yeah.
Bobby Womack is a big influence in your role, right? Into being a soul prince. To the point that you even held a tribute album to him. So,
that's right.
You know, with the honors, I would like to ask you to please tell Flyboy Radio and our fans and all of those who are listening to you, whether they know or do not know of Bobby Womack, to tell us in your best words to describe the legend.
Well, to me, you know, I think Bobby Womack was, you know, one of the most unsung great artists of his era, of his time, and a lot of people don't know about him, man. They, you know, he's a street preacher. You know, that was a hammer that they gave him, man, because, you know what I'm saying, he was so potent in the street with his words, with his lyrics, man, and all that stuff touched people's lives that way, man. So, I mean, Bobby Womack is an icon that the world, I think, kind of slept on during his time, man. But, you know, now you get his recognition. Just the year that I did the tribute to Bobby Womack, man, he just got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right after we got done with the album and put it out. He got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was fitting for many years, as far as I'm concerned, too late. But it's never too late. You know, my mom, they give him, you know, personal flowers, their flowers while they're living, man. He lived to, you know, to see that the world did really appreciate, does really appreciate his work. You know, Bobby Womack was behind some of Sam's biggest records. You know, a lot of people, man, the Rolling Stones, the list just goes on and on, man. How many people Bobby Womack was responsible for them having career records, you know?
Okay, that's what's up. That's deep. And you know, I'm just an honest man. You know, I don't know about Bobby Womack but his name, but I'm a person that's always willing to learn. So, you know, just as I tuned into your music and those great music, you know, I can do the same. You know, there's others as well. There's Otis Redding. There's Curtis Mayfield. You know, there's many others that's out there. So, you know, how did you feel at some point when Country Boy didn't sell back then, like, you know, successfully? How did you? I mean, did you mark it as the beginning of people overlooking real talent?
You know, let me go back to the first statement that you made there. As far as the album being not successful, well, that's a misconception. The album was successful.
No, I said like the sales successful.
You know,
the
lack of marketing that was there for the album like that. Universal never really marketed their album. They put it out there. And, you know, we sold well over 100-something thousand copies back then with no marketing. They ain't any grassroots, you know, say anything. Anybody coming to the table, you know, having any features on the record that was, you know, really pushed. Like KC was on that record with me. You know, we did. Chico the Boy was on the record with me. Monique was on the record with me. That was at the height of their careers, you know.
Yeah.
They didn't capitalize off any of that. They put it in, you know, but whatever the reason was. And, you know, I think they had put my record out at the same time. They put Country Grandma out, Nelly. And Nelly just became the focus over there, man. But, you know, that was my very first album, man. I had high expectations and stuff, you know, me being a new cat in the game, you know, a new artist in the game. But, you know, it was disappointing to a certain degree. But, you know, as even to today, man, we're talking about 13 years later. That album is one of the most loved albums that I put out to date, you know what I mean?
Yep, I mean, you doing your thing right, because you know, people still love your music, you know, despite that, you know, the title, Country Grammar and Country Boy, and what people was looking for. So, you know, you still do your thing. So, you know, I give you credit. You know, it's all about, if you love something, you know, it's never a job. You know, so, you know, and I'm not saying that it was successful. I was saying like the sales didn't went quite.
No, I understand. I just, you know, I just wanted to clarify. You know what I'm saying? There's certain levels of success that, you know what I'm saying? Success is measured in many different ways, you know?
Okay.
So that's all I was addressing, my brother.
You're right, my brother. And you know what? I agree with you. It is in measurements, you know.
Right.
So, Big Dog, I want to know now. You know, the last album that you made, you know, was in 2010, America's Most Wanted. So, you know, you got any more new projects that you coming up with? Let me know.
I'm working on a new album right now, man, and you know, because I went all the way through. I started out as Country Boy. That was my first album. And after that, 235. Then When Love Comes. Then the tribute about Womack, Factor Life. Then America's Most Wanted. I got to that point, you know, in my career where, you know, I went out here doing my thing, and females, they just really, really embraced the words that was in the music. They started measuring their man by the words that was in my song. So I say, okay, that album that I dropped, the last one, I was America's Most Wanted, because all the ladies want to be around wherever I'm going to be when it comes to, you know, me performing it, because they want to hear those words live, and they want to see me perform them, man. And the next album I'm working on, man, is going to be called Diamond, because Diamond's a girl's best friend, and I become it, you know. So,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, man. So I'm working on that album right now as we speak. Hopefully, you know, we'll be dropping a single soon, man. Over the next couple of months, we'll be dropping, you know, my first single.
Oh man, I mean, if you do, man, like, you know, send us something. We'll play it.
You play it for me, I got you.
Yeah, for sure. You know, just send it. What would you say the proudest moment in your career?
You know, I think the proudest moment in my career, man, was after I made the album 235, and I had the song Keep On Pushing on there. And you know, my mom never listened to any of my R&B records. My mom was gospel, you know, I grew up under her singing gospel and stuff, so, you know, she never really, but I always give her a copy of the album. But I gave her the video, she watched that video to Keep On Pushing there, and she called me. She was like, you know, I never really listened to the music and listening to other stuff, you know, she would prefer that I be singing gospel. You know, I know I'm going to do what I'm going to do. She like, you know, that was a song that she really, really loved that song, man. And you know, it just defined, you know, that was a defining moment in my career that, you know, my mom, you know, enjoyed something that I was doing outside of, you know, I grew up in gospel, basically enjoyed for all of us. And my mom, you know, gave me the nod on it, man. So I was good after that. That was a highlight of my career.
Yeah, I mean, you broke a barrier, you know? So
yeah, man, you know, he really did, you know. And for my mom to give me a nod on that, man, and say she really loved that song, and, you know, to go into depth, telling me to break it down for me, you know what I'm saying, at the why, and, you know what I'm saying, the message in it and all that, man. Like, it really meant something, man. And everything else after that, man, you know, it'll come second to that, no matter how I go with my career.
It must be a great moment, man, like when your parents give you credit, you know, that make you feel proud. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we all live by our parents' approval, man. You know what I mean? My mom is like the greatest woman in my life. You know, one of the greatest person, you know what I mean, that has ever been in my life, you know. And so, like, just to get that, man, like, that was it for me.
Yeah, man. If you wish to have any lyrics or any songs that were out there, that you know, any great classics, what song would it have been that you wish that would have been your work, or that you imagined yourself making that work?
Well, I wish, you know, the Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" is a song that I wish, you know, that would have been my song. You know, I could have been the writer of that. I could have been, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because he touched on a moment in time, man, that'll last forever, you know. And so, pull from the elements of it, you know, like I said, just his environment and everything that was going on around the world, man, and gave it back to the people, man, and the impression. I love it. I wish, you know, there's one song that ever came out that I wish I had my hand on. That would have been it.
So, and then like, as of like R&B today, is there anybody that you listen to or that you?
I listen to everything, man. You know what I mean? To be honest, I listen to everything. I mean, I even listen to hip hop. I listen to country. I listen to bluegrass. I listen to blues. I mean, I think, in my mind, man, I think that's the way, you know,